Alert you first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3. Weather coverage you can count on.
Welcome back, everyone, and happy Monday. We are here with some clearing skies, taking its time in places like Rochester, where we can still see plenty of cloud cover, but plenty of blue sky as well coming on in from the west, where Albert Lea, Mason City already soaking up the sunshine right now. Look at all that green that we can see. Sadly, Austin isn't loading up for us, but the temperature is displaying. It's 73 degrees in Austin, even warmer in Albert Lea, and yes, that's coming our way. You probably feel it. I mentioned it right before the commercial break. It's a little sticky outside. Dew points have risen back into the 60s for most of us. Charles City, in fact, right at 66 degrees, kind of right at the same temperature as the current surface temperature at 66. But with that sun coming, I think we'll start to see that little separation there. Wouldn't be surprised if by the end of the newscast, this number ticks back up into the 70s along with the rest of us. So Albert Lea at 75, Owatonna as well. Rochester has risen to 72 degrees. And as we mentioned, that sunshine that we're seeing right now breaking through the clouds as the clouds move out, that's really going to help these temperatures climb. Looking to get around 80 degrees here by the time we get into the later afternoon, and not too bad for a walk, but another warm one. The winds aren't going to be terribly strong here through the day, so don't expect that to help cool you off. Definitely stay hydrated throughout. Moving over to satellite and radar, and we can easily see the clouds just slowly clearing out as they do. All this sunshine is most definitely coming our way, but there's a little bit more activity to be seen even further on to the west. That's what I got my eye on here as we do come into the evening, alongside some pop-up showers and even the potential for some strong storms. So here is where the sunshine is, just in case you were curious. I just wanted to show off those happy smiley suns. But then we move on to even more that we are tracking. You've probably heard it by now, but Tuesday is going to be quite the busy day for us as we're watching a developing Colorado low that brings us a severe weather threat as we head through our Tuesday. So let's talk about it here. Pushing time forward on Sky Tracker 3, as we can see a few clouds maybe bubbling up, developing throughout the afternoon, coming our way, and that's where I'll be watching for some of those potential pop-up showers and even some storms. The threat for severity today comes a little bit after the 7 p.m. hour, and it is going to be fairly isolated but worth watching. Now we head into the overnight, moving into Tuesday morning, and we start to see a bit more activity taking shape. I'm going to move things to around 3 a.m. Some of us a-okay, a little further to the north. We may be hearing some rumbles of thunder, but it's really as we get later into our Tuesday late morning, afternoon, that we'll be watching out for this potential for severe weather. I'm going to step off screen here for a minute just to show that right now, most of us are in a level 2 risk for Monday and then moving into a level 3 for our Tuesday. This means that severe weather is likely. We'll be watching for it on and off all day, with the strongest potential coming as we head into the PM hours, including a tornado risk. So a lot to watch out here, especially because that chance for severe weather is a little on the higher side, especially damaging winds, kind of moving to that medium high section. All right, we'll check out the 7-day forecast now, where the weekend is always in view. We did change Tuesday to red, kind of that impact day, as we're expecting the potential for severe weather. And then we cool down briefly before we move back into the 70s later in the week.
Definitely going to need to stay weather aware tomorrow.
Absolutely. Eyes to the skies.
All right. Thank you, Sarah.